Okay guys, so we're going to start and we're going to introduce a little bit about today. So my name's Rich, so I'm the founder of China Admissions, and here we have Hulan and Shana and Vytas as well from Into China. And so he's going to talk a little bit today about Dongbei University of Finance and Economics and Nankai University, and also about the opportunities for studying there. And if you have any questions, so how it's going to be is we're going to give Vytas is going to give a talk for maybe 30 minutes, and then after that you can ask us any questions direct, like a Q&A session, and then after that we can speak to you individually as well. So, okay, so over to you.
Cheers. Hi everyone, so my name is Vytas. I'm just gonna introduce myself quickly, go through the universities we work with, the programs we do, and then hopefully I'll wrap it up quickly, and then we can sort of have a question and answer thing, because I think that's a lot more useful, because you probably have some questions and you have things that you're actually interested in. These are actually the programs that we do in general, so I don't know if you're interested in any of those. First of all, we do medicine, MBA, business economics, IR, and international trade, and we work with these two universities. One of them is Nankai, and the other one is Dongbei University of Finance and Economics, which we just call DUFI for short. So this is me, this is my full name, and I don't expect you to remember. Just Vytas or V is fine. I'm originally from Lithuania. I'm actually a graduate of Nankai myself. So if you have any questions about Tianjin or Nankai University, please do ask me. How I ended up in China is I graduated from high school in Lithuania. Thought I want to go abroad, probably like most of you. I went to the UK. It was, I finished school there. It was a bit boring. So I thought, what else could I do? I went to Korea for a semester, and I really liked it. I thought I'll go back. But then an opportunity came about to study in China, Tianjin. So I thought, yeah, why not? And I jumped into it and went, and I studied Masters in International Economics and Business. So now I work for Into China as a recruitment officer. I'm based in Hong Kong. I just flew this beautiful weather from tropical Hong Kong, and I'm responsible for East Asia and sort of China market. Well, why China? You're already here, I know, for probably quite different reasons, but there are about 17,000 universities in the world. Does anyone know how many are there in China?
Sorry, how many? How many universities in China?
Well, yeah, if you have a guess.
No guess.
No guess? Well, that's 17,000 in the world. There's about 2,300 or something in China.
Oh.
So, there's a fair chance that some of them are going to be quite good. In terms of students, in 1950 there were literally 20 students in China. And now, only in this room we have about as much. And the government thinks that by 2020 there's going to be about 500,000. That's the sort of plan. So, I think it just shows that it just makes sense to study here. What we do as Into China is, Into China is, do you know about Into in general, what Into university partnerships are? No? What Into does is they partner with unis in UK, US and China. And what we do is essentially take care of universities' marketing, their admissions process and student services. And in China it's a lot more important because most of our students don't actually speak Chinese when they arrive to our campus. We don't require Chinese at all. And all of our students are international in our program. So, from the moment students arrive, we have airport pickup to the moment they graduate. We have sort of, graduation parties, sort of we're creating alumni network, and throughout the whole study process, we have trips, master classes, company visits, and so forth. So yeah, everything's taught 100% in English. You don't need to know a word of Mandarin. If you do, then that's great, awesome. You can continue doing that, but you don't really need to know that as a prerequisite. What we do for Chinese universities Into China is what Chinese universities are traditionally quite bad at. They're not very good at marketing themselves. No one really knows about them. So probably you know some, right? Because you actually live there, live in China. But I travel abroad, and most students don't know Peking, Tsinghua. They have no idea what these unis are. What we also do is admissions. So when you send an application that first comes to us, into China, we screen it and then we send it to the university, and then university makes a decision. They give it to us, and we tell you whether you're good or not. And that usually takes only about 2 weeks, which is, compared to Chinese universities, very quick. And then obviously I mentioned student services already. Yes.
So university take students through you only?
Well, we are responsible for their international programs, taught in English.
Yeah, any university, if we apply to the university, they go to you, and then you tell.
Well, we work with 2 universities: Nankai University, Tianjin, and then Nankai University.
Only these 2 universities.
These 2, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So in terms of student services, we have sort of bilingual staff on campus in our office, and they obviously there for 24/7 for you whatever you need, bank account, credit card, whatever. You don't know how to buy cabbage in the market, they will. Before we kind of go further onto programs and universities, I just kind of run through what we actually offer for this particular seminar and sort of China admissions in general. So for anyone who actually is already interested in some of the programs we do and wants to apply, we do this discount of about 10 to 30% off the tuition fee of every year. So depending on the program, some programs will be 10, some programs like MBA is about 30. We also offer free Chinese for those who confirm their place on the program by January 31st. So if you are not studying right now or something, and you have time to start from March, then you can come on free Chinese course for a semester, and then in September you start your actual program, but you don't need to pay for the Chinese. And we also have 2 additional scholarships that we gave to China admission. So for those who apply, we will look at your GPA and everything, and then award you with a further 5 to 15% of the tuition. So first university we work with is Nankai University. Anyone knows Nankai?
No.
Yep. Nankai University is top 10 university in China. Sometimes it's 9th, sometimes it's 11th. This year it's 10th. Now, I mentioned already there's 2,400 or 300 something universities, so top 10 is quite something. And at Nankai we offer bachelor's in medicine, and all the other programs at Nankai are postgraduate. So we have international economics and business. We have international relations. International relations changed the name this year. It's international affairs and public policy, but essentially it's the same program. And then we have an MBA as well. MBA is a 2-year program, and we also need 2 years work experience. For the other master's programs, we don't. I really like this picture. I mean, more of you will guess right, but when I go abroad, people are really confused. You know Tianjin, right? Yeah, well, have you been to Tianjin?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know which of these are Tianjin? Which of these cities is Tianjin? One of them is Beijing, one of them is Tianjin. Anyone?
The more bright one is Tianjin.
Yeah. Who thinks the upper one is Tianjin? You think that's Tianjin? The one? Yeah, that's Tianjin and that's Beijing. Well, I think what's very cool about this is that people don't really think about Tianjin and don't really know much about it generally. But when you look at it, it's pretty much the same size as Beijing. And when you think about it, it's a port city, so